If you're an NFL fan, you're going to want to stick around to join us for NFL Weekly Predictions this week on Point of View. Your favorite Sunday sports stream is live. Yes, I'm Bobby Munson, and the man sitting beside me, you know him, folks. He is Andre C. Andre, how you doing this Sunday?
Hello. I feel like crap, to be completely honest. Getting a cold. You kind of hear it in my voice. My voice also, I was yelling a lot last night at RCW ring announcing, so my voice was a little tired from that, but it was already on its way down. So I'm a little under the weather, but I'm literally watching racing right now as the Qatar Grand Prix starts as we start this show. But yeah, dude, I'm doing other than that, I'm doing all right. It's been a good week. Been some really interesting scores and winners and stuff in football, and my angriness of where I'm sitting now, and I forgot to make the graphic, so I apologize.
We're all good. We'll let everybody know what the updated score for predictions is. We'll let them know what the updated scores are in fantasy football this week. So yes, it'll be a very football heavy show. You said you're talking about some racing there. We'll get to that in a moment too, but I want to give a quick English Premier League update here because I got up nice and bright and early to watch the Manchester United game this morning, despite their loss to Everton, a 10-man Everton last week. Before we do, though, Brett Martinez is in the house. Good morning, gentlemen. Why does Andre sound sick? Because he's getting a
just
cold.
Explained it, man. I'm sick.
All right. So as we're talking, though, Andre, going over to the English Premier League right now, we got a couple of games that are currently...
Question? Yes. I think yes. I think yes. Amateur wrestling is a combat sport because you're literally tossing somebody around. So yes, I would say amateur wrestling 100%. Is a combat sport. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and there's ways to hurt a person in amateur wrestling. Trust me, we used to do it all the time. So one of the favorite things when we were in high school wrestling was the coach, or he was also our history teacher. He liked to run his mouth a lot, and there was one guy on the team that was extremely good that shooting down towards the feet when both guys were on the mat. And he'd lock the legs in a way where both shin bones were touching each other, and then he'd start to roll. So as he's rolling, he's grinding the shin bones into each other, which is one of the most painful situations. And as he's doing that, you score 2 points for every time you roll your opponent over. So your opponent is sitting there in agony while you give them 5 rollovers, just grinding their shin bones in together. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. My favorite thing to do, my favorite move was I would shove my opponents outside of the mat. Because as soon as they step outside of the mat, you have to start in what's called the referee's position. And that's where the guy who went outside the mat has to go to the center of the mat. He has to go down on his hands and knees. You get to get a hold of one wrist, and you can put a hand on the small of their back. When the whistle goes, back to the fight, right? So my favorite thing to do was this. And the reason being is because everybody is taught when you're in the referee's position to immediately flatten out so that your opponent can't roll you into a pin. So what I would do, because I've got the one wrist already, is that I would just wrap them into a chicken wing. So I would wrap their arm right behind their back as they flattened out. As they do this, I start wrenching up on that arm. And so they've got 2 choices. Choice number 1, roll themselves into a pin and lose the fight. Choice number 2, lose 3 positions of their arm that are going to get broken in that chicken wing and lose the fight. So either way, lose the fight is the only solution. Very hard to fight up against. That was my favorite thing to do.
Nice.
I was having this back and forth with another channel this past Friday. So want to talk about English Premier League, though. We are currently just wrapped up the Brighton versus Nottingham Forest, the trees match, as Andre likes to say. Brighton ends up picking up the victory 2-0. Looks like Aston Villa is about to edge out Wolverhampton Wanderers with a 1-0 victory. So that means we've got a little bit of an update to the overall positioning on the table. Man United managed to beat Crystal Palace earlier today in a 2-1 victory. Came back from being 1 down in the second half. Players that were on the fritz, such as Joshua Zirkzee and Mason Mount, ended up scoring our 2 goals today, proving that they still have something to do here with this Manchester United squad. So good for them. You know, when you get your opportunities, take them, shine, pick us up 3 points like they did today. Now all of a sudden, the manager's got to reassess. Are these guys going to be able to pull this off week after week, or do you go back to the same formation once you got some players back from injury? Only time will tell. But that leaves Manchester United currently at 7th. As the table stands, Arsenal are clearly in first, and they do still have a game in hand to play yet. So they could actually go up to 32 points, giving them a nice gap at the top of the table. Manchester City, second place. Aston Villa now find themselves in third place. Chelsea, who have a game in hand.
Villa is probably going to end up in second once they win, right? Because they're 24 behind Man City's 5.
That's a live score. So like it actually updates the table as it's playing. So it's because they're leading 1-0 right now, it actually shows what position they'd be in if it finishes that way. And it'll adjust if they changes kind of thing. So they can find themselves in third. However, Chelsea, who are currently in fourth, are a game in hand. They actually play Arsenal. So if Chelsea beats Arsenal, Chelsea will go ahead of Villa into third place. However, if Arsenal win, Chelsea will remain in fourth place. Brighton Hove Albion find themselves in fifth. Sunderland in sixth. Manchester United, I mentioned, are in seventh. Liverpool struggling there. They're in eighth place. However, we can officially say that they managed to bounce back today with a 2-0 win over West Ham. So Crystal Palace, ninth place. Brentford are in 10th. Bournemouth are in 11th. Tottenham are in 12th. Newcastle 13th. Everton in 14th. Fulham in 15th. Forest, who were kind of back at the bottom of they were kind of at the bottom of the table there for a while, Andre. They find themselves 16th place now.
They're up just the trees are on their way up, baby. The trees are growing. The trees are gonna reach. They're reaching, baby. Let's go. I'm only minus 15 points now instead of minus 19.
There's some other teams that are going to cause us some major point deficits, including ones that are way too far up this damn table to ever get anywhere. STG in the house. How you doing, STG? Thanks for joining us. We've got they aren't league winners like you cracked your cracked prediction show. Yeah, right.
It's not over. There's still like another 30 games to go. So wait, just you wait, bro. Just you wait.
There's a lot of table, but I mean, the difference between Arsenal and Forest right now is quite a gap. However, the difference between Forest and the upper area of the table isn't so far off in true reality here. We got West Ham sitting in 17th, Leeds United in 18th, Burnley in 19th, and Wolverhampton Wanderers drowning in last place, 20th place with only 2 points this season. Like that's sad. As all kinds of levels of sad for them. But the surprise ones too, like people like Sunderland. I had Sunderland way down at the bottom, and they're in 6th place right now. So like that's a team that's going to cost me some major points when this season wraps up from our predictions. I would have never had
them pretty low on my table too. I think I had pretty low on my table. So yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's some teams that kind of sitting where I thought they would be. Of course, I had Liverpool winning this damn thing, and they're currently sitting in 8th place. I mean, can they bounce back? Sure. Of course they can.
I literally put Liverpool in 8th place. I put Liverpool in 8th place. That's how I know that one. Right now,
I thought you were crazy. I thought you were absolutely nuts for doing it. And now that I see the way that this season is going so far, it's not that crazy. They sat Salah today too. Well, they sat him, and he is declining. It's sad because I mean he's been a phenomenal player for you guys. You know, the thing is I said it when they started throwing big money at players this summer. I jokingly said it towards Tom Colohue the one day because he's a big Liverpool supporter. I said to him, I hope that some of your purchases are nothing more than fantastically expensive flops. And so far, I wasn't even wrong. And I was joking because the players they bought they looked on paper to be phenomenal players. Like they looked like the right picks for any team. However, I think it's the age-old story of you bring in a lot of money players that want to be the stars and show their worth, and they aren't clicking as a team yet. As individuals, they're fine. As a team, they're not. And I hate that you're my boy, Bobby. Hey, man, really You know what? Your team needs to struggle a little bit too, my friend. Like I've been going through it for over a fucking decade. So I mean, I'm happy at sixth place right now. Put it that way. I mean, there was once upon a time where if we were sitting in sixth place, I would have been like, you know what, this team is choking, and now we're in sixth place, and I'm like, yeah, United, let's go, boys. Like, you know, what a difference many managers and 10 years can certainly make on a football club. But yes, that is our current update to the English Premier League. We will see how the season continues on as we start to head into December here. We know for Manchester United, a little bit of an interesting dilemma coming our way with the African Cup of Nations coming up, where players that play for the African international teams are going to be on duty for the end part of December and into about mid-January. I believe that relates to at least 3 to 4 Manchester United games where we will be out without our right-hand flank. Like, we will have no Brian Mbeumo, we will have no Amad Diallo, and we will have no Mazraoui as either. That's 3 of our, 2 of our starters and 1 of our sometimes starters out for up to 4 games. Plus, we've got injury stacking up. Cunha still on concussion protocol. We still got Sesko out with a knee problem at the moment. But again, Xerxes stepped up today. Mason Mount stepped up today. Maybe some of the youth will need to step up as well, too. Get their opportunity out on that pitch and show why it is that we do have one of the most, revered youth academies in English football right now, and why, we have got a lot of top prospects. Well, time for these top prospects to do a Bobby Charlton and step up to the plate and show why it is that we are putting the future on your shoulders. So, but yes, that's the English football week this week. We will go with that. But Andre, let's talk a little bit about that racing you're watching right now, my friend.
Yeah, so right now we got live updates. We got Oscar Piastri from McLaren in first, Max Verstappen in second, and Lando Norris in third. Lando Norris can lock up his driver's championship today if he points ahead of Max Verstappen. I think even if he points behind him in the way they're positioning now, I'm pretty sure he can lock up his driver's championship this year, or at least knock Verstappen out, because Piastri is still in the race too. But it's a tight race, because it's a tight race between Norris, Verstappen, and Oscar Piastri right now for the drivers' championship. McLaren locked the constructors' world championship, I think, like 5 or 6 races to go, because their two drivers have just been so dominant this year. They had that drivers' championship locked up early, one of the earliest points in seasons in a long time. But yeah, oh shit, huge crash just happened. Not bad, nobody's on fire, but yeah, somebody just blew up. There we go. Holy shit. So they're riding a safety car now. So yeah.
So live great information as it happens.
Yeah. Interesting race so far again. And rumors are that Red Bull is going to name its driver lineup for 2026 after the race. Within a day or two after the race. Again, nothing's confirmed. It's all rumors and speculation, but everybody's really expecting Red Bull, because they're the only teams, I guess, to not have a driver lineup set for 2026 yet. And usually you have your driver's lineup for your next year kind of set by end of summer, early September, like early to mid-September. You know where everybody's kind of at the following year, but we don't know anything yet, which is really surprising. So yeah, it's kind of odd so far.
Racing.
Racing.
There you go. That's your racing update for the day. But you were saying, were you at any wrestling shows this weekend, Andre? Any RCW? Yes. Any love wrestling? No love wrestling this weekend, was there?
No, that was last weekend.
Yeah,
but yeah, I actually was at RCW this weekend. It was the Vince Austin Memorial Show in Calgary on Friday, and then Edmonton yesterday. We announced that one yesterday in Edmonton. Yeah, again, Vince, good friend in the wrestling space, meant a lot to a lot of people, meant a lot to me. Dude, he never had a bad time at a show with Vince Austin, because that dude had so many stories. Was just like there. If you just as a fan and you just watched him in the ring, you always looked at Vince Austin like that. This dude was like you would think, oh, this dude's insane, this dude's crazy, but the man was just such a sweetheart of a dude. I remember going on the road with him a few times, here. Such a just a wonderful human being. I remember there was a trainee years ago, like he was really new and learning, named Malik, but he didn't like him. He thought he was like a little like too much. So he would say anything that was like messed up or too like way too much. It's called being it was just being Malik, and it was everything was Malik if it was just over the top or bad. It was a little mean to the guy, I'll admit, but it was funny at the same time because he didn't do it like trying to be cruel to the guy. He did it. It's just the guy wasn't too good, so he just had fun with it. But he wasn't a jackass about it. But it was I miss him. We lost him last year, and it just. But it's just getting everybody out. Did the Memorial Battle Royal. They did a Nasty Nate and Muno Manson did a Last Man Standing hardcore match for the hardcore title in honor of them. Just a lot of people out there. Big hot. We got to do a lot of Huss chants for Huss for Vince Austin. A really good night. Really a lot of fun time there. My co-host over on the Pop Spot at AWS did actually work ring crew and everything at the show with me. So getting his foot, he got his foot in the door over there. Getting to do ring crews. Did a bit of ring crew for now twice for LPW. And then he got to do it today last night for RCW. So he's gonna get his foot in the door, helping out within the world of professional wrestling. Just got to make sure he doesn't try to steal my job. Like, then again, I stepped away. He's got my job, but you gotta make sure you protect your job.
Yeah, you gotta protect those positions by being the only one capable of doing it. That's how I've had longevity there, working with Prairie Pro Wrestling as long as I have. I'll only show those guys so much about how to videotape, but they will never take my editing job from me.
Nobody can sit in a chair and get super kicked like you can.
Oh, of course not. No, nobody has that same kind of that feel. That feel that Assassino describes is like kicking or punching Jello. So I mean, you just can't get that from anybody else other than myself. But speaking of which, Prairie Pro Wrestling is coming up this coming Saturday. So anybody who's watching that's going to be in the Saskatoon area, get those tickets. They are on sale. Reach out to us over on social media and join us for the final PPW show of 2025 Seasons Beatings. If you think that you can skip this one, well, you can, but you're going to lose out missing a whole bunch of cool stuff. And I know there's going to be cool stuff. There always is at Seasons Beatings. People always regret missing it. So don't miss it. Come join us. But if you want to have a little bit of a sneak preview into this year's Seasons Beatings, you can join myself and Pop Spokes coming up this Thursday night, Ring Respect Radio, where we'll be doing our Prairie Pro Wrestling preview show for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Andre.
One other thing. RCW is back on the 20th on Boxing Day in Edmonton at the Norwood Legion. So come out for the Boxing Day blowout because I'll be there. I'll be ring announcing. Come hang out with me on Boxing Day and it's gonna be a good time. Cool. It's the best Boxing Day deal for wrestling. It's come out. It's only $20. Best Boxing Day deal you'll get. $20 to see a great wrestling show.
That is a pretty good deal. That's pretty fantastic. Happy to hear that. Plus, something to do on Boxing Day sounds like you had delight at the same time. Because
I got a 4-day weekend.
What else are you gonna do?
4-day weekend.
I actually took the last basically couple of weeks off from work because we're not slow. That's the weird part, but usually it's the slowest time of year. So I booked it off well in advance, knowing that that's usually the most likely time that a lot of my clients shut down for holidays and this, that, and the other thing. So I figured, I'll probably have to remote in and do the odd thing here and there because I do anyway. It's just part of the job. However, I do take that time off to kind of relax, chill, have some time at home, be with the wife, have some drinks, make some good food, that kind of stuff. It's the holiday season. And Bob's folks and I have the dilemma of wondering what we're going to do for the Christmas show for Ring Respect, because Ring Respect lands on Christmas Day. So we've already been discussing, like, what are we going to do? We can't stop our momentum. We need to do something, whether it's a pre-record or we do a early Christmas morning special instead of a Christmas night thing. Like, we'll figure it out. We got the people. We're going to take care of them.
Yeah, big money Munson over here making all the wheelings and dealings at his job. The stuff he's been telling me, man. This dude is like the godsend of salesmen in his world, man. Making all money out there. Then Hollywood Munson, just give it. He could sell. I think he could sell ice to an Eskimo. I really do.
As the old saying goes. Yeah. I mean, it took me a while to get started, but since I took the job as sales manager, we just this past week closed $1.1 million in sales, which is the highest amount that the company has closed in a single week. It also, like, again, we just were shy of $1 million in sales for all of last year, and we just closed 1.1 in a week. So it ain't hard to sell licenses. Yeah, it would be very hard to sell licenses in Saskatchewan because it's everywhere. It's everywhere, man.
And
yes, sir, 1.1 million.
And for Saskatchewan, they got ice all year long. It's a hellscape of winter all year long in Saskatchewan. You can believe me.
Well, it's because you know what happens is it gets so bad here in the winter that we just pile up the snow into big, large piles. That by the time it actually warms up, it takes forever for those piles to go down. And then by the time they do finally get right down to the end of melting, it's time for winter again. So there's always ice in Saskatchewan. You know where there's also always ice there, Andre? In the NHL.
On a hockey rink.
That's right. Hockey rink is right, my friend. What do you got for me in terms of NHL updates? How are the Canadians doing?
They're sitting in third place in their division. Sadly, it's a little depressing. They're down in third place, but again, it's actually a super tight division from first to last. There's only a 10-point difference, which in hockey is not that much. It's kind of nuts. You get Lightning up in first place, 34. The Bruins 30 in second place, and the Canes 29 in third place. But you got the Sabres down the bottom with only 24 points. So, like, again, we're only 25 games into the year right now. An 82-game schedule, kind of the same way. Well, at the same point as the English Premier League sits at like 12 games into a 40 game. So you're roughly in that same. Whereas you're about a quarter of the way through. Yeah.
Had I known SGG, we could have done the football predictions first.
Whoa!
He's either leaving it to the coin or to Brett. Brett's still lurking.
Ooh, if Brett's still lurking, man, you guys might get everything to yourself today, buddy. Maybe you can improve yourself. They're really hurting in your points, man. You gotta make bold decisions today, or that coin could really screw you, or it could really help you. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, again, and then the Devils, man, they've been sitting on top of the Metro Division all year. It's kind of insane to see where they sit. It's kind of nuts, man. Nobody would have thought the Devils to be one of the top teams this year, but they're just soaring right now. It's crazy.
So are the Ducks, for that matter. Surprisingly, and teams that went deep into the NHL, the playoffs, the Stanley Cup playoffs last year, are sitting at the back of the pack. There's teams that were in those playoffs last year that, if things were to stay the same, won't make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Like, you have the Panthers in the Atlantic Division sitting in 6th. They're your defending,
twice defending.
Yeah, 2-time defending. You got the Oilers again sitting in 6th in their division. That is from first to 6th is super tight in that division though, because the Ducks are at 31, Kings, and you got the Oilers at 27. So again, only a 4-point difference with only a quarter of the season gone. So that is a very, very tight spot for that division. So, but still, to see the Oilers on top, they've had a weird year, man. Like it's been a very up and down year. Like technically they're a below 500 team with 11 wins, 10 losses, and 5 overtime losses. They're technically below 500 right now, and it's surprising for that team how well they've done in the last 2 seasons to start the first quarter of this season like that. It's very odd.
Yeah. All right. So from hockey, look, Brett's back. Brett heard Brett's like, oh no, we can't leave it up to the guy. Not gonna happen.
Brett gets it all. It's the Brett show again.
Yeah. Without Peggy here, I mean, there won't be any coin flips. I mean, unless somebody shows up last minute before we get started on it. But before we go into
should I message Peggy and tell her to show up?
You should just to make this fun. But before we go over to football, is there anything else in the worlds of sports there you wanted to cover this week, Andre?
I got nothing. I've got nothing in the world of sports outside of that. It's been a pretty slow week for me in the world of sports. Oh my God.
Before I officially go for breakfast, there's SDG. Say her name and she appears. I believe in you, Peggy.
Peggy.
Oh.
Good job, Peggy. Made STG better.
Well,
that's not good.
Seeing as STG brought it up, should we mention about the current positioning of the fantasy football league that we got going on here?
Right now.
All right.
Current standings as of right now before the rest of the Sunday games. You got the Ogre Lords in first place. Boo.
That was only because that string of wins I went on. After that, I've been all downhill from here now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have 2 losses in a row right now. What the heck is going on?
About to take another one too.
Yeah. You got Steve played Bobby in second. That team has just been going crazy. I'm sitting in third. Luckily, you have our old Ed sitting in fourth. You got STG in fifth. You've got Peggy. She's kind of fallen off in the last little bit. Sitting in sixth with 2 straight losses. We got my boy Josiah sitting in seventh, and then Kyle Sparks just can't get out of the basement, but he's getting close. He's 3-9. He's picked up a couple wins.
He's about to beat me.
Yeah, and I think it's eighth is going to beat is possibly going to beat the first place, and he's slowly climbing his way back. It's great. I love it. Like I'm just looking at my squad this week, and I'm now considering sitting Saquon Barkley next week. Like, he only put up 8 points, and he didn't have a good last couple weeks. So I'm like, do I take out Saquon Barkley, one of the best running backs in football?
You watch. You're gonna sit him because of that, and then he's just gonna have one of those tremendous weeks where you're gonna be kicking yourself. You're like, son of a bitch, why couldn't you have done this the last time out? Yeah. Exactly. Watch him put up 26 when you sit him. Yep.
Yeah,
that's exactly
what I'm worried about. Like, but the thing is, on my bench, I have both the lead 2 running backs for the Chicago Bears. You know how fucked up this is? Both of them put up over 23 points. Both of them, your starter and your backup, both putting up 23 points, and they're both on my bench. I am very mad right now because I still got Kenneth Walker the third sitting to play, and then I'm waiting for the call on Indianapolis right now on their tight end Tyler Warren if he's going to be playing or not, because he's got a questionable status because I guess he's sick too. So do I have to bench him or not? But I got another tight end to put into his place that's playing at 11 too if he's not playing today's game. So yeah.
And good morning to Bailey Martin joining us for the very first time here on Point of View. Thank you for joining us for the sports talk this week. We're into our football side of things right now. And as SDG mentioning, you're always supposed to ride out your first 2 draft picks. And I would like to agree with you, but Lamar Jackson was my first draft pick, and he spent half the season on the bench with injury. And now all of a sudden he put up next to no points for me this week. This is what's going to end up costing me this week, is Lamar really did not play well, and I had better options. I had a better option on the bench as a result. Lamar, when he was on fire, was kicking ass for me, but not anymore. I again, like yourself, I'm considering whether or not I should be even starting Lamar at this point.
Yeah, it's tough because Saquon was my first pick. He was my number one pick this year. I think I went second or third overall. I think I went second or third, and he was my first pick. And I'm like worried about him now. Like the only week I didn't play him was in his bye week, and I'm like, oh no. Mike, I am in a very good position in my quarterback. I got Josh Allen, who has had a poor couple of weeks, but he will bounce back. I've got Brock Purdy, and I've got Caleb Williams, who hasn't performed great the last couple of weeks, but he's still putting up a minimum like 15, 16 points at least. But I got Brock Purdy and Josh Allen sitting in my QB slot and my super flex. So,
we'll see how it goes. All right, let's talk about what some people have been dying to know, because I know Brett's wondering what spot the viewers are in. Well, guess what? You're technically, arguably, in third, but third is also considered last place right now, because as it sits, Andre's sitting on 114, I think it was, and Ed and I are tied at 113 points. Well, the viewers, I think, is let me just double check how far behind the viewers are. The viewers at 102. 102. So the viewers got some real catching up to do if they're going to stand a chance at any possibility. Yes, STG, you have yourself a wonderful day, my friend. Thanks for tuning in.
I gotta pick exactly the same as Bobby and Ed every week, but if they don't pick the same, I'm screwed.
Oh, look at the Mr. Smack Talker here coming in. Blaming Peggy as always.
Oh, he's calling her. Yeah. She's the problem.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think that coin's gone more in favor of Brett's picks than anything. So
yeah, dude, you've gotten a lot of coin picks and your team keeps losing. So I think it might be on you, Brett. I think it might be on you, buddy. We'll see.
You better
get crushed.
Yeah, pull some Hail Marys this week, because at the moment you're not doing very good at all. Show you some respect. Okay. Get Mr. Emperor.
So good.
Well said.
Love the hate.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even realize. Nice going. Yeah, I mean, he did correct it eventually, but I mean, he did say Penny at first, so it's being called out.
Can't even get her name right. What a bastard! Like, you think because he's an emperor, he would know better, but I guess not. So yes, let's go into this week's predictions. Let's see if the viewers have a hope in hell of doing any catch up. We know Ed certainly did some major catch up, now drawing even on points with myself, and only us two 1 point behind Andre after a fairly damn good week, I'd say last week. You blew it last week. Yeah. I made too many bold predictions, went with you guys on some stupid ass picks, and god damn it, I fucked up.
All right.
Let's see how it goes this week. I had a 5-point lead on Bobby after last week, and now I'm 1 point up on him and Ed.
And it hadn't been for those damn Cowboys, then Ed would still be a couple behind me, but that's what caught Ed up in the end. The Bears. The Bears got him that extra point is what it was this week against the Eagles. That was
the Bears on Friday, yeah. The Bears on Friday.
The Cowboys are what came through for him this week too. So let's see what everyone's got. We got the first game up. The 49ers taking on the Browns. Ed and I both went 49ers in this game.
Oh yeah, 49ers by a long shot. Why would you pick the Browns?
Yeah.
Number one, Shedeur came in last week and did it. He helped the team to a win. So you can't fault the guy for gross. We're
going to the coin flip anyway. So
we gotta wait for STG.
No, STG said that he had to take off, unless he is still here and wants to put his 2 cents in.
He was still chatting after he said he had to take off. So
yeah. Well, we'll give him 5, 4, 3, 2, coin flip.
All right, give me a second. I'm just loading up my coin flipper. Sorry, guys.
We've got this, Brett. We've got this. As the host, I'm calling it. We're going to that coin flip because you've been opposed by the Empress.
All righty then.
So we're going what?
Heads for essentially heads Peggy, tails STG. Or Brett. Sorry.
Brett, you mean? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Brett. It's heads. It's going to Peggy. 49ers.
So the viewers won't lose a point on that one. All right, good to know.
Oh my god, such a jackass.
All right, game number 2. We got the Jaguars taking on the Titans. Ed and I both gone Jags on this one.
I was gonna say, I was like, did I get my pick? I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it didn't take you long to go 49ers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jags with you guys. Again, I just don't see the Titans doing well here. Brett, you don't get to say that. That is not your call. You don't get to do the going once, going twice thing. That is not yours. No, no. No. That is not a you call. Oh, she agrees with you on this one. So
yeah, there you go.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick, Brett. We love you. We love you. We love you here, Brett. We love you.
The new point of view motto: don't be a dick.
Oh man, really? By the way,
I didn't get this sparked something in you.
I didn't get. I still haven't got an apology yet for last week in manifesting Thanksgiving Day miracles and getting you 1.1 million in business with my.
That's true. We even talked about the fact that my team closed 1.1 million, and yes, the bigger sale, the $620,000 one, came on Thanksgiving for our U.S. friends. So I jokingly said in the chat, I said, weren't we just talking about Thanksgiving miracles the other day? And Ed and I shut Andre down saying that it's not Thanksgiving miracles, it's Christmas miracles. But I can't deny that $620,000 sale came in on Thursday, which was Thanksgiving. So, Andre, I apologize. A Thanksgiving miracle did occur. And now that you got your apology,
I manifest things. I manifest things. So,
all right,
Colts.
Well,
I'm gonna manifest the Colts.
You're just okay. It's the Texans versus the Colts. I was hoping you were going to manifest taking the Texans on this one.
God no.
I really wanted to catch up.
Yeah. Again, we will disagree at a couple points in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to take the Commanders, and there's no way you're going to take them.
Yeah, not against who they're playing. But I am picking against you in one of these games. And it's already listed in there. So yeah, I'm gonna be done with that one. But
You're taking your Cardinals?
Yeah, I will be. But yeah, Texans and Colts chat. What you got? Or it's gonna go to the coin if you don't say anything.
Just randomly to the coin. Say nothing and find out what happens.
Next year, we're going to compete against a coin. Everybody's going to compete against coin.
Colts going once, going twice, going 3 times.
Sold to Peggy for the Colts. I think
now who's getting a rise there, Brett? Now who's getting a rise?
Brett's in with the Colts. So we got Colts. Yeah, we're going Colts.
All right. Okay. Next game up should be an easy one for everybody. It's the Dolphins taking on the Saints.
I don't want to pick either team, but I'll pick.
I know. This is like one of those both suck, but one sucks more.
Yeah, you hate both. You don't want to talk about either, but you do because you have to.
Yeah.
It's a short week for us because of all the Thanksgiving and Black Friday games. It's gonna be a short week for us.
Yeah, it really
is.
I knew. I didn't even think there was going to be any doubt from the viewers on that one. Next one, we got the Falcons.
Crazy. Brett is crazy though.
A little, a little. Yeah. Who do you got with the Falcons and the Jets? Ed and I have both taken the Falcons. Oh, by the way, we both picked the Dolphins, obviously, on the last one. So I never mentioned that, but yeah.
Yeah, Falcons, because the Jets are garbage.
Yes, they are.
Oh, Brett, you make choices.
Nobody said they were good choices, but they're a choice.
To the coin, heads Peggy, tails Brett. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
What the fuck? Flipping.
There it goes.
Sorry, it wouldn't flip. Oh,
Tails.
man.
All right. So they're
Tails.
gonna lose a point. There we go.
Yeah, but it's not but the Jets aren't the Cowboys. The Cowboys are at least a decent team. The Jets suck. Why would you pick the Jets? Like, you're
The
crazy,
Cowboys
dude.
have been on a bit of a roll lately, Brett. You got to watch out. Like suddenly they're kind of doing okay for themselves.
But because the Cowboys pulled an upset, he's picking the Jets.
Yeah,
I don't know how that makes sense.
That would be like using that same logic and picking the Saints. Like, come on, man. Like, I know you don't have to like them for them to be winning. Like, it's sorry.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go, Penny, aka Peggy.
Penny.
Next match. I know. Next matchup, we got the Cardinals taking on the Buccaneers. Ed and I went the Bucks, and I believe, Andre, you said you're sticking with the Cardinals.
I'm gonna stick with it. I know I picked off of them a couple times this year, but Bobby is adamant on the Commanders, so I'm going to continue with my Cardinals.
All right.
At least
two of us stuck to this plan.
Yeah. Well, Ed's been picking his team, but that's only. But remember, the first 2-3 weeks of the season, he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna pick them," and then they start winning and dominating. He's like, "Well, I'm picking my team." Oh wow, the chat's with me. Okay, interesting. Interesting choice.
I thought that too. It's like Ed was so adamant that he wasn't on board with it. Now his team's winning, so he's picking them. It's like, yeah, way to go, Ed. Way to jump on the bandwagon all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's not even a real Patriots fan. He's a bandwagon Patriots fan.
Yeah, only when they're winning.
When I see what he says to that.
Yeah, I'm so used to cheering for teams that are doing dog shit that I deserve every bit of what's happening to the Commanders this season.
Oh my God.
Next up,
that defense has just collapsed.
It's
now
embarrassing.
Jaden Daniels out for the season. Oh man, don't get me wrong, Ed got effed with Jaden Daniels. Makes me happy in a way because Ed lost a superstar quarterback off his team in fantasy. But I feel so bad for Commanders fans, kind of having such a wonderful first season with Jaden Daniels, to then come back and the defense collapse, and then him getting hurt like this after coming back from a minor injury. I feel for the Commanders fans. Oh, it hurts. I really do.
But
it really does.
It is what it is. You take the bad with the good. That's just how you have to roll with it when you choose a team. Next up, we've got Rams taking on the Panthers. Ed and I have both gone Rams on this one.
I'm so conflicted here.
This one, I thought twice about my pick on this one.
I'm looking at standings just to kind of try and sway myself. I don't want to just copy and go the same as you guys, but I'm gonna go with the Rams just because 9-2 Rams versus the 6-6 Panthers. It's tough, but I gotta go with the Panthers.
Okay, well, we get to go to a coin flip at least.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta put my thing back to the thing. Are you guys ready for the mayhem? Again, heads, Peggy, tails. That didn't work properly. I'm gonna do that again because that just didn't work properly. There we go.
Heads this time.
Peggy.
Heads this time.
Yeah. If you gain ground, Peggy, because she's got two of the three coin flips, so I'm gonna give it to Peggy if you gain any momentum this week.
Yeah, you ain't gaining anything except for in the games that Peggy saved your ass on. Sorry, dude.
You tanked the team over the last 2 weeks.
You picked the fucking Jets, man. Come on, you can't even defend that. There's no logical way to defend that selection.
I could see a defense for, and as much as I won't pick them, I could see a defense in picking the Saints, but picking the Jets, ugh.
Yeah. No, not gonna fly.
Text-Mex decision skills, meaning bland at best.
I've never wanted to fight so much.
I will
Yeah.
referee that. I will be the referee in the octagon for Brett versus Peggy. I will referee that shit. Oh,
You know, the betting
my,
odds
would I
in
love that.
Vegas would be like 1 in a million of Brett's chance actually winning. Like,
Oh,
that'd
Peggy,
be one of those
Brett.
situations where it's like if Brett pulls off the upset, you could win a lot of money if you bet on him, but the chances are Peggy's just going to mop the floor with him.
Like, she would take him down with just one glance. Like, Peggy, when she gives you a death stare, it almost kills you. Ed is going nowhere near that cage. There's no tagging in and out in an
No,
octagon, buddy. There's no
Ed's not going to
tagging
have
in
your
an
back.
octagon.
It doesn't even matter. Ed's not going to have your back anyway.
I'm sorry, but the entire OLE team is going to be in Peggy's corner, bud. Sorry.
You'll magically injure your leg by slipping.
And then Peggy will start beating the living piss out of you. We ain't stopping it because you hurt your leg. You're gonna keep. You gotta fight. You gotta fight, man. We're not giving you that out.
You know, if you can't compete, you still lose, right? Like, I mean, that's still the rule here. It's technicality, but you're still out. And there we go. Sucks to suck, Brett. All right, let's move on from there. We got the Seahawks are taking on the Vikings. Ed and I have both gone Seahawks on this one.
Yeah, dude, you can't. I'm not going against the Seahawks. They're having a cool season.
They really are.
Yeah, I can't pick against Seahawks here. Like, don't get me wrong, the Vikings were a strong team early, but then have really fallen off this season. Yeah. Ed is not on your team, bro. It's just not happening. Trust me.
Dare you to ask him. So you picked the Vikings just to go to the coin. Oh, my goodness. You really don't want to gain, do you? Like, you want to see how far behind you can get. You better hope that lands tails. Or wait, yeah, heads is Peggy. Sorry, tails is tails. And Brett gets it again.
You picked the Vikings against the Seahawks.
Oh my god.
He's tanking.
STG is going to lose his fucking mind when he hears that happen.
Mm-hmm.
You bet against his team when his team's doing good.
When his team got coin flipped against. Oh yeah, but he wants you to back him up in a fight against Peggy, dude. That's where he wants your help.
Yeah,
not here. He wants your help.
He's asking you to be his tag team partner in a cage fight versus Peggy, and like we just don't condone this because we know you wouldn't be his tag partner, and we know that Peggy would mop the floor with him. So
yeah.
There really is no fight.
Now he's running scared. Because he knows that Peggy's going to beat him. He's running scared.
Free choice. All right, let's move on with some of these predictions. Up next, we got the Bills taking on the Steelers. I've taken the Bills. Ed's picked the Steelers on this one.
Yeah, like the Bills have kind of fallen off in the last couple weeks. Like,
a little bit.
Picking the Steelers here is not a bad pick, Ed, but I am going to go with the Bills here, just being that I need Josh Allen to perform on my fantasy team, so I'm picking the Bills. So he's already made his choice. He's going with Peggy. So we got the Steelers from Brett. Does Peggy chime in and pick the Bills, or does she agree and pick the Steelers? Don't want to get demonetized, or don't want to get copyright stricken there.
Well, you won't for humming it.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, there we go. You again, Brett. You don't get to make that countdown. Your countdown is not official. It is the farthest thing from official that I've ever seen.
Going twice are Brett's chances of winning this season of NFL prediction.
Yep.
All right, next match, we got the Raiders taking on the Chargers. Ed and I have both selected the Chargers this week.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers. That's just dumb if you don't pick the Chargers, Brett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love how you can add Brett at the end of almost every comment when it comes to dumb picks, and it's
Yep.
logical.
Yep.
although he has picked the Chargers, and so is Peggy. He gets the going once in there, and Peggy's already selected. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You got to be quicker on the draw.
Can't do that, man.
All right, so here's the game where I'm pissing a point away. It's the Broncos taking on the Commanders. I've taken the Commanders. Ed picked the Broncos wisely.
Broncos. Fire horses. The fire horses.
Hey, Brett, I dare you to pick the Commanders. Oh, come on, change your vote here, Brett. I dare you to pick the Commanders. Come on, do it. I dare you to do it.
Change your answer, Brett. We'll let you change your answer, Brett, and go to the coin. Come on, do it. Do it. Go Commanders, Brett. Come on, Brett. Go Commanders. Or Peggy. Go Commanders. We'll get leave and let you okay.
Okay. This is too funny. We've convinced him. Do it. Put it to the coin now. Put it to the coin.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
I love it. I hope you get the Commanders.
I'm really hoping for a tails on this.
Yeah. Oh, it stays the same.
Go to the Broncos. Dang it.
I'm the only one losing a point on this shit. All right. What's this? In this world, I'm Clint Eastwood and Peggy's John Wayne. Fuck wrong with John Wayne, man.
So she's better. So Peggy's better. Again, you're just saying Peggy's better than you. John Wayne is better than Clint Eastwood. I think Clint Eastwood is a good actor, where John Wayne was a great actor. So I know it's hard to take. I dislike majority of Clint Eastwood's movies. There's very few Clint Eastwood movies that I like. So neither of them is a realistic portrayal of a Western. They both no, but John Wayne was at least entertaining to me. John Wayne was at least entertaining because he can make you, like, for me, especially now, makes me laugh in some of the portrayals he does. Clint Eastwood, I'm just like, I just have to watch this dude just man the entire time.
All right. Here we go. Yeah. Next up, we got the Patriots taking on the Giants. Ed and I have both picked the Patriots on this one.
Fuck. The Patriots for sure. I just hate that we're all in agreement so much this week. That hurts me inside. But
there's very few differences.
Yeah, I wish there was more like top teams playing top teams, so we were all like a Giants or like a Bills and Steelers game. Oh, man, Brett, you just make all the wrong choices, buddy. Come on.
He does it just to purposely blame Peggy. You know that. Well, it doesn't matter because it's going Patriots anyway.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get a good week. You guys are gonna have a good week because of Peggy.
Yeah,
you guys are not gonna fall any farther behind because of Peggy.
Well, I have a feeling I know which team Brett's gonna pick in this last game of the week. It's the Lions taking on the Cowboys. I've gone Lions. Ed's gone Cowboys because they did well for him the last couple of games.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Very mad.
How did I know that Brett would go this direction? Peggy should pick the Cowboys. Go to the coin. Do it.
I really don't.
They're not even a bad selection. That's the funny part. Like,
yeah, that's the fucked up part. It's like it's the second place in the. Oh, she did. I'm gonna hold on. Give me a minute on the coin flip. I'm just trying to make my debate. I'm looking. You have your 7-5 Lions versus your 6-5 Cowboys. Oh.
What are you doing, Andre? What are you doing, Andre?
Go ahead of me here. Which one of you do I want to go ahead of me here when I fuck this up? That's my question. Do I want Ed to go ahead of me, or do I want Bobby to go ahead of me? That's the question. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I'm going with the Lions. I'm trusting that Bobby and me get lucky here, and the Cowboys finally.
Well, see, here's the thing, Andre. You've only ever fallen behind to me on this season so far. So the last thing you want to do is also fall behind Ed. As long as we
That's
stay
true.
ahead of Ed, we keep the table the way it should be.
It's true. Let's stay ahead of Ed. As long as we're ahead of
Stay
Ed,
ahead of
everything.
Ed. Yeah.
And again, he still owes us a punishment too from last year.
I
He
know he
still owes
does.
us.
I know he does.
So I'm hoping that it's a double punishment year for him. So let a mid-season punishment and then a post. Ed's probably at church right now. I'm back in church right now.
I think he should have to find one of those like actual polar dunk pools or whatever, where it's just like the full on like right in the Arctic, like jump into the
he's
cold ass lake.
He's got
or
to do it
something,
in like Lake Michigan or something about like a big lake he has to go into in the middle of winter, like one of those the polar bear swims.
Yeah. It's a full on polar dunk for Ed to make up for last year.
Okay, maybe Ed is a tag partner. He's a tag partner that turns on him like early in the match to join the other team. That's who Ed is. He turns on Brett early and joins the other team.
You just can't trust that man. All right. So we got to go to the coin flip for the last one here with the Cowboys and the Lions.
I was just in such debate about who I'm picking. So
yeah. So
it's final coin flip of the day.
Ed's Cowboys, Lions will be tails. Cowboys it is.
Cowgirls for Peggy and the coin.
Brett loves it. Brett loves it. That's the way it is. That's all she wrote. We are wrapped up for the NFL predictions.
Chris Jericho and Lance Storm and Smoky Mountain, if they're turned on, if one of them turned on the other, sure.
Okay.
And you're the one that gets turned on.
All right. Well, with that said, with that wonderful Smoky Mountain Wrestling reference made there by Brett, we are going to go to our tickers, and Andre's going to let you know what he's got coming up and where you can find him next.
Man, I gotta after this, I gotta go record a show. Oh, I feel like garbage. You can find me on the X This Guy at That Canada Guy, Instagram and Threads at That Canada Dude, because you suck. In the best possible way. You suck. You can also find me over on Backbreaker Video, where you can see me doing the Pop Spot, where I review all the independent wrestling shows that I go to with my boy AWS. Then you can find me back here next Sunday, right here on the Point of View.
There you go. As for myself, Bobby Munson, my ticker's down below. That's where you can reach me on all social media for what I got coming up. Of course, this Thursday night, you can catch myself and Papa Spokes giving you a preview of Prairie Pro Wrestling Seasons Beatings, which is taking place this Saturday. Speaking of Saturdays, you can find us on the Prairie Pro Wrestling YouTube channel as your commentary team with a new match every single Saturday afternoon. And you can also find me right back here with Andre and sometimes Ed for more point of view with weekly NFL predictions and your week in sports. And that can be found over at OLE Podcast. That ticker down below takes you to all of our social media, as well as YouTube and Twitch. If you have found any value with this week's show or any of the other programming here on our local establishment, be kind, give us a subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment in the comment section below. What were your NFL picks for this week? What is your prediction for the rest of the season, and what sports would you like to hear more of here on the channel? We want to thank Brett. We want to thank Peggy. We want to thank Ed for stopping by. We want to thank STG for being here earlier as well, too. Keep that chat live and active every single Sunday, which you're going to do when you return next week for more point of view. But for today, that is all. We'll see you in a week's time. Bye, everybody.